What up, people? It's your boy Master Chudy here, out with another comic review. So, I decided to pick up a few days ago. I picked up this Venom 153. I've heard good things about it from Micah Curtis, who definitely loves Venom. So I thought that I would be a little bit more open to reviewing Marvel comics, even though DC's still been killing it with Rebirth. So here we go. Let's delve into it. First of all, the cover is it has a very 90ish feel. You got Stegron riding on Devil Dinosaur. You got Venom right here. And it seems that Moongirl looks obviously that she looks like, she looks pretty heroic in this getup, she looks like her own character. I would say that reading this, Moongirl definitely has she acts like a child in a good way, emotionally in a good way, which I think is very good. So we have Venom. And we have in the intro, it's like years ago, Peter Parker, aka the Amazing Spider-Man, accidentally bonded with an alien called a symbiote. When Peter realized that the costume was actually an aggressive living organism, he rejected it. But during their time together, the symbiote had access to Spider-Man's genetic code, and now grants whomever it bonds with to his wall-crawling the power to generate bioorganic webbing and unique abilities to shapeshift and become invisible, turning them into Venom. And then we see later on, Eddie Brock and the Venom symbiote have been reunited, but the symbiote is not well. After a time with an abusive host, it cannot control its violent impulses and has begun to hurt innocents it perceives as a threat to its relationship with Eddie. After a monster attacks his neighborhood, Eddie feared the symbiote was responsible. An investigation led him to the sewers, where he found a humanoid dinosaur branded with the Alchemex logo. Eddie returned the creature to Alchemex CEO Liz Allen, who revealed that it was once a human who had been subjected to the experiments by Stegron, the dinosaur man. While in the company's custody, Eddie and Liz struck a bargain. In exchange for Venom's help in capturing Stegron and the creatures in the sewer, Liz would use Alchemex resources to find a cure for the alien symbiote. But when he went to collect Stegron, his subjects Venom found Moongirl and Devil Dinosaur already on the case. Nice introduction. We have Mike Costa as the writer, and Geraldo Sandoval is the artist. So I think that's pretty cool. So here we have Moongirl running out of the sewer, tired and everything like that. Then we see some construction workers telling her to leave, and she's telling them you have to get away. Because on the next page we see Devil Dinosaur bust through, and this is like a pretty shocking page, like a whole T-Rex coming out, bam. So you see the construction workers freaking out, and we see that Moongirl is trying to use her telepathy with Devil Dinosaur to control him, but as we see, she can't, and as he's about to go for the bite on her, we see Venom bust in, saving her. And then he's like, we told you it wasn't safe to bring your dinosaur in the sewers, meaning that they had met previously. Unfortunately, I didn't read the next issue, but Venom pretty much warned her. And, this is a pretty good shot. You see Venom, massive as he is. So they're running away, and, Devil's about to pursue, but Stegron's like, nope. So the time has not come yet to make ourselves known to the world. Basically, the warm bloods, as he called them. So he's going to say, we're going to go back to our kingdom. We will ride into glory with our new subjects. It's like, and you will be my steed. So then we move on. They land on a building, getting ready to talk, and she's like, we have to go back for Devil Dinosaur. Venom is like, no, he was about to have you for a snack. And he's like, there's like an army of dinosaur men led by a crazy messiah with a Tyrannosaurus at his command. It's like, this has gotten too big for us. Venom is basically saying, like, I can make an anonymous call to the Avengers, and we can he said Alchemex won't be happy, but we're out of our league here. But she's like, hey, he's Devil Dinosaur, not a Tyrannosaur. He's my friend. You can't call the Avengers. They'll hurt him or they'll take him away. So she's very concerned about her friend. And it's like, you know what? Fine, I'll go. I don't need your help. I can go get Devil myself. And we see that Venom is like, I'm sorry, but your friend, Devil's not your friend anymore. Stegron has control over other dinosaurs, including yours. And we can see that, she's having trouble accepting this, when she's still a kid and everything like that. But we see that, like, well, if he's not in control of himself, it's like, then he's still my friend, and he must be fighting what's happening. So she's like, she's like basically saying, I'll find a way to get connection, I'll build something and everything like that. It's like, and she's like, I think I got a little microwave, and she's like working on what type of frequencies work on dinosaurs. So it's like, and Venom is just basically giving it to her real, like saying Stunground isn't going to wait for us to build something to stop him. He's going to dump his dinosaur serum into the water mains as soon as he can. So Venom is like, that's not, Devil Dinosaur is not the task at hand. Like, there's something bigger. And Moongirl's like, then we need to go and figure out something now. And we see that the symbiote is talking to Eddie at the same time. He's like, Eddie, and she's like, but we won't hurt him. It's like, if you had a friend who wasn't himself, you do everything to help him, could you? And like, ooh, that speaks to Eddie's predicament with his symbiote. And we see that the symbiote is talking to Eddie, saying, Eddie, know how we can break the mind control, Eddie. And we see Moongirl really shook up. She's crying. She said that her friend is like unwell, and she really wants to save him. He doesn't want her, and she doesn't want him hurt. And many people, I think this humanizes Moongirl more so than even her own book, even though I haven't touched it yet. But so far, I'm impressed with Moongirl and Venom. So we can see the symbiote saying, "Can do it, Eddie. You know I can do it." It's like, and then it's like, you see him sad and everything like that. I think I know how to help your friend. And Moongirl's like, really? It's like, so then, do we get to swing back there? So we see that Venom's happy. Oh yeah, we can swing. She's happy. And we can see her enjoying it. Like, she's a kid enjoying this odd web swinging with Venom. It's hilariously cryptic and dark. So we get back. Basically, Stegron's rallying his troops, getting ready to saying that we're going to spill all of this dinosaur transforming stuff into the water main so that the humans can drink it and they'll all be transformed, and then he'll control them all and be ruler of the planet. So he's basically telling them to like work on this, make sure they're not tight. And then we see them pushing, and it seems like Devil Dinosaur sent something, and he's like, don't become distracted. Time is of the essence. Nothing can interfere with this holy work. And we see Venom pop out like, yo, what it do? So we see Venom take down Stegron, and Stegron's like, no, stay at your duties. And we see and then we see that Devil Dinosaur is about to attack Venom. Yeah. And then we see Stegron saying, fool, you've forgotten your beast is now mine, with no qualms of biting you in half. And then Venom's like, no, we counted on it. So we see Venom expand himself. And we see Stegron's like, no, crush him, rend his flesh. Then we get, what we see is that the symbiote transfers some of itself into Devil Dinosaur's head, where the brain obviously is. So we see Eddie talking to the symbiote, like, this better work. He's like, need to trust me, Eddie. I can be a hero. I can save us all. And you see that the symbiote really wants to be a hero, which is interesting. So we see that the symbiote has merged itself partially with Eddie and partially with Devil Dinosaur. And so the symbiote's like, told you. And then we see Stegron saying, what's happening? My hold on him is broken. And Eddie's like, my symbiote attaches itself directly to the brainstem. Your telepathy's got nothing on that. And it's like, and he's like, it doesn't matter. I still got my people and everything like that. And we see Moongirl on the side has been dropping stuff to prevent it. It's like, nothing will stop us from remaking this city. Not even you, Devil Dinosaur. It's like, protect me, my children. So they're about to go in. And it's like, you only need to keep him occupied for a few moments. Then the world will be ours, and he can never stand against all of us. An entire city waking up to their new lives as my subjects. And then we see Moongirl like this. Oh, hey, you're a scientist, right? I realized that these tanks were heated, and based on your settings, I deduced your active ingredients and changed the dials to render them inert. Simple, yet effective science. It's like I also dropped a slow-release potassium capsule into each one of them. You know what happens when a single valence of electrons react with hydrogen ions, right? Yeah, that's pretty much true. When I took chemistry, everyone would put potassium in water. So we see this huge explosive, and she's like, "Oh, ow, too much potassium." And so that's cool. Like she even made a mistake of two potassium, but it was awesome. It was awesome. It's like you've stolen the future from me, vermin. How dare you? And so your future will be agony. So Stegron's about to like go ham on her as she's running away, basically. It's like, and the symbiote's talking to Eddie. It's like tough to control the dinosaur. Eddie. He's like, focus. We have to go help the girl. So we see him taking down all of these dinosaurs, and he's saying like it's too much. And then we see Eddie is suffering a bit from all this strain, and we see the symbiote sees Eddie in trouble, and he starts going crazy like, kill them, kill all of them. And then Eddie's trying to calm him down. He's far too gone. I need to pull back off the dinosaur. And we see Venom was like, I knew this was a terrible idea. So we see Moongirl hiding basically, and we see Venom comes like a forearms, huh? Forearms too short, huh? Classic dinosaur problem. And then Stegron's like, you think you can hurt me with your simple primate tools, or perhaps you're considering escaping through the waterworks again. Actually, I was thinking about you. You got to weigh what, 1,500 pounds, all scale and horn and muscle. You're no match for me, meat. And it's like, yeah, but I bet you can't swim. And, he released the main water main. Stegron gets blasted into more water. And then he gets webbed up. He gets webbed up by Venom. And we see Moongirl saying, that was close. I can't believe you were going to let him drown. It's like, we should have. He could wake up at any moment and seize control of all of his subjects again. So then knock him out again. It's like, plus, all these dino people are free now. They don't want him back. And then we see the guy's like, she's right, we don't. But then Venom is like, but what will you do without him? It's like, some of us have volunteered to come down here with Stegron, so we'll help those who did not have the same say in their changing to adjust. Fortunately, with Stegron gone, we are no longer a danger to anyone, and for those who want one, we will endeavor to find a cure. So, least you found a new god to worship in Devil Dinosaur here. It's like, what? No, devil sticks with me, and no way am I living in some sewer underground. I have school. So, you see, this is the thing, like, I would think that she's that she's a very above average student, very gifted. She goes to school, and she plays hero, which I think is pretty sweet. Pretty sweet. It's like, besides, look at these people. They just want to be left in peace. They don't need a god. They just need a protector. It's like, a protector. You mean us. And you see her, what else you got going on? Bam. So we go to the next page with Liz Allen. She's like, all right, Brock, you held up your end of the deal, so here's a month's supply to help you with your symbiote, basically. And, basically, blood serums are always difficult, but we're reasonably certain that this will keep your symbiote from evolving any further. You need only take one injection every 65 hours, and we just like to monitor you for the first few days. And Eddie's like, I appreciate this, I do, but rather than come back for doctor's appointments, what I could really use is a job. It's like, and Liz Allen is basically like, Eddie, you're a wanted man. Alchemex is under enough scrutiny without a federal fugitive on our books. I'm happy to provide you medicine to stop you from becoming a homicidal monster, and I'm going to ask for favors, but you're not going on my payroll. And so Eddie's like, and how am I supposed to live? The savings from my stint with the FBI have been frozen because Eddie pretty much beat up or presumably killed 2 agents to get back the symbiote. It's like, I don't know. Don't you beat up criminals? Steal from them? Like, Liz has become so jaded. But it's awesome. It's like, speaking of which, you returned Stegron and you returned our equipment, but what happened to to that dinosaur army? It's like, I can't have a subterranean community of dinosaur people wearing my company's logo. And we see Eddie's like, turns out there are fewer dinosaurs than I had thought. The ones that survived ran off into the sewers without Stegron. They're basically harmless animals that can't be traced back to you. And we see Liz just being all sarcastic. You should see if you can get paid telling stories, Brock. You've got a talent for it. So we get back to this, and the symbiote's all happy. It's like, we did it, Eddie. It's like, what did we do? It's like we ended up broke with a population of underground dinosaur people waiting to cause us problems later. And the symbiote's like, we're heroes, Eddie. Helped Liz Allen, got medicine for it, worked with other heroes, and protected people. A schoolgirl and her barely controlled dinosaur. It's like, heroes, Eddie. See, the symbiote's really pumped for it. It's like, more good things will come. Liz can help. She's smart, and we see that Eddie spies a paper saying scroll invasion, government hoax. It's like, actually, you may be right. Things are looking up. And to be continued, nice way to end that whole arc. And looks like there's more problems coming between the symbiote and Eddie. This was a pretty good book. I've enjoyed it. It had good pace. Definitely kept me enthralled. I really liked. Honestly, I really liked Venom and Moongirl's dynamic. You wouldn't expect such a hardcore character to have such a good rapport with such a schoolgirl. But here we go. Definitely nice. Give it an 8 out of 10. I'll definitely try keeping up with this series if I can. So once again, I thank y'all for watching my review. Please like, share, and subscribe. Hit the notifications if you like to be notified of when I release more reviews. Once again, I release these reviews for you, the people, so I can get my thoughts out and see whether you like them or not. So once again, please like, share, and subscribe, and I'll probably have another review out tomorrow. Peace.